Good afternoon. Welcome to the Cruise Amigos live. And now I see why Martin had his camera turned off. Ah, that's fabulous.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. We've been sitting here chatting for the last couple of minutes, and Martin had his camera turned off, and now we see why. That's cool. That's awesome.
Oh, you've got to go
You got a
for it.
couple of pheasants that are hanging upside down with their heads down there behind you, or what is that right on the wall by you?
No, there are Christmas stockings ready for Father Christmas to come next
Stockings.
week.
Oh, it looks like pheasants, and it looks like the head is hanging down there. Those are the toes. Okay.
Oh,
I
oh
get
no.
it. Okay.
There's
right.
one for me, one for Stan, and one for Geo the dog.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
And we had a bark a minute ago. Where did Geo the dog go?
He's sat down here somewhere. He'll probably pop his head up at some point. So
Okay.
I'm trying. He's rather loud. So if you hear any barking, it's not me with a bad cough. It is actually I have got a dog.
John and I were talking about dogs earlier. My niece posted a picture of my dog a little while ago, and there was his last Christmas, which was 5 years ago.
Oh.
So I was all in favor of hearing the dog bark because I'm in a doggy mood now. And I was telling earlier today, I told the story that my niece is, she's a professional pet sitter. And for the last 5 years or so, until my health went to hell, I was Amanda's backup. If she was overbooked, I would take some of her clients and I'd go walk the dogs or stay at their homes. We did some overnights and stuff. So, I was just her backup. And then if she was completely out of town, I'd take her business and run it for her because she has some clients that pay her to go stay in New York for a week or 10 days at a time.
Wow.
And they fly her up and pay her a lot. And then I just run her business here and keep it going.
That's a dream job.
She has a client this weekend that she is out staying at their house. And she gets home this evening sometime. But we also have two of her regular clients' dogs that are staying with us. So, and since Amanda had to go take care of this other house this weekend, I've been taking care of the two dogs, and one of them's very needy little poodle. It's all kinds of meds and doesn't want to eat because you can tell there's pills in his food, and but that dog, his name's Bailey. He's decided that I'm okay, so he sticks with me like glue now. He gets up in my chair. If I'm in my chair, he gets on my bed. If I'm in my bed, when I'm here at my office, at my desk, he's under my feet down here. He sticks with me all the time. So I'm in a doggy mood this weekend. So,
woof.
Oh well, I'll see if he'll come in a little while. Now he's settled down and not barking at the slightest sound. Over here where we live in Manchester, Sunday's bin day. So the slightest noise of bins going out. So you can imagine the whole street putting the bins out all through the night. It's like constant. It's like, shut up. It's the bins.
Yeah. And for anybody on this side of the pond, he's talking about garbage cans.
Oh, trash cans, yeah.
Well, that's what we
Or if you're in Germany, it's called Mule.
Mule. Sounds like you've had a few there, John.
No.
John is smoking Turkish tea. He's smoking pot and drinking Turkish tea. I don't know what he's doing.
But this is really cool.
You got to tell the story.
Yeah. In Germany, I don't know. Tell me, amigo Martin, maybe it's like this in Britain too, but in Germany or in Berlin particularly, households, if you rather than throw stuff out, people put a box out in front of their door on the street of just things to take. If you have too many of something. And I'm sure it goes back to World War II when things were scarce and boy, you just shared everything with your neighbor that you could. But we were walking along with Henry's grandmother actually, and all of a sudden here's this box on the street, and inside are some really bad, old, natty, one-of-a-kind mugs and coffee cups and stuff. But there was two of these. And I mean,
I don't know about the tea though. It looks a bit dodgy, that tea.
Well, it's got pineapple juice in it.
Oh,
It's
pineapple tea. Oh, we don't know about that. That's something I'd have to try.
You have to try it. It's really good. But anyway, and so I'm looking in there, and there's 2 of those, and I just said, wow, that's really cool, because I collect teacups, and I like to have different kinds of tea services and things when I've come to it. So Henry pulled them out, and I took them home, and I got them back here and didn't break them or anything. Well, now I find out you can actually buy them on Walmart here in America. They're quite expensive. And they are made by a Turkish glass company that makes it's organic. The glass is carefully done, and it's all organic and BPH free and all that other kind of stuff. And so here was these 2 little fancy Turkish tea drinking glasses that were outside. Now they're mine. So
now they're yours. Yeah. They do that in the UK. Sometimes you get somebody put, outside my house, take it a bit before it goes to tip in 24 hours or whatever. So yeah, it's good. It's upcycling, recycling. If it's good, if it's too good to go and somebody needs it, why not give it for free?
Well, and it'd be really neat to, I don't know which apartment behind that door it would have come out, but wouldn't it be neat if those people knew that their throwaway is now my prized possession on YouTube here? So
yeah, madness.
And then John, I also got sent to me actual American fruitcake, which I'm gonna open right here on. We're gonna actually do this. I'm gonna eat some in front of you guys because Chillie here does not like fruitcake, and the reason he doesn't like it, I totally get why, because usually it's just crap. But this fruitcake, this is just awesome. Wait till you see this.
Is it homemade?
I'm sorry?
Homemade.
It's homemade. It's a lady friend down in Chicago that makes it. I get 2 loaves a year, and it comes every year. Do you see this is just all giant, just a series of nuts and some of those figgy, or I don't know what they are, but they're kind of chewy. I usually pass them by. Some candied fruits and stuff. And it's soft. It's not hard, like, throw a football at it kind of thing.
So you're making me jealous.
I hope that was the whole idea.
Now, you see, I like fruitcake. With Christmas cake with icing on the top and things like that. But the husband doesn't like it, so we have to get a small one every year. So, whereas I'd make my own and things like that, but soak it in alcohol for about 6 months before and things like that. Keep having to feed it every few weeks.
It's delicious.
Go on, give us the verdict. Go on, is it good?
It's kind of crumbly. Meaning the big pieces have fallen off the top, but I don't know.
Okay,
it's not right, Chillie. It's not right, Chillie, is it?
Well, just my feeling on fruitcakes is, and that's one of the things I asked him. I said, this lady, how old do you know her? Because she probably 25 years ago, she baked fruitcakes. And she takes 2 of them out of the box and sends them to you every year. They're 25 years old. I mean, that's what most fruitcakes are. They just get recycled to other people.
Yeah, no. Well, it's Christmas. You've got to have fruitcake at Christmas, Christmas pudding, and you've got to have mince pies. It's the law.
I agree. Totally agree. Man, that's so good. I'm going to have a little bite later.
But I'm a bah humbug guy.
We should call her. Her name is Judy Kinney, and she's just a sweetheart of a lady.
Your fruitcake is wonderful, so says John.
And she also sends peanut brittle. She makes homemade peanut brittle.
Oh, now I like peanut brittle.
I'll show you that the next time we have a show. I'll have the peanut brittle.
I think you need to give her my address and tell her to send me some for next year. 25-year-old cake.
It's not. It's really good.
That's what most fruitcakes are. They're at least 25 years old.
You could pour some rum over it, but it's rum free and it's quite good. It's quite good.
You look like you're enjoying it.
Now he's drinking the rum.
Now he's adding the rum into it separately. Don't waste the rum.
So I did I have this correct? You're smoking the tea, or what is it you're doing over there to maintain your even keel?
This is the tea.
and you're smoking that.
No.
No.
I have underneath, I have those tea lights, those tea lights. This is a tea light.
Right.
Yeah.
And that one's run out now. See, it's empty. So
Is that so you're keeping it warm?
Yes. And then I put some pineapple juice in it. It's like sweet and tart, and I just like it. And it's got to be Dole pineapple juice. Don't be bringing me some of that Walmart no-named, we think it's pineapple juice, but we're not sure pineapple juice.
Never seen a pineapple in its life.
Didn't even drive by a pineapple field.
No. You see, in England, people in England will probably be saying now, you cannot have pineapple tea. I mean, I've had fruit teas, herbal teas, vanilla tea, chamomile tea, English breakfast tea, but I've never heard of pineapple tea. Is this something you've made up, John, just for this Christmas?
No, I have a variety of juices that are in cans this size. I buy that at the store because it's about 100 calories. It'll tell me here. Yeah, 100 calories exactly. Look, how can you see there? I don't want to tip the can too much, but see 100 calories. And instead of a soda, you see, because this is actual, just there's no artificial sugar in it, and there's no gas. Because I don't know if you know, but gas weakens your bones. The gas that's in soda is bad for you. Much as I like it, don't misunderstand. I'm not telling you not to drink it, but for us old guys, we shouldn't be drinking 2 or 3 sodas a day, because that's enough carbon dioxide that changes the structure of your bones.
Oh,
and
my
it'll
God.
weaken your bones.
My doctor, my niece. What the hell is it with you guys? Me and Diet Coke.
Oh, it's Christmas. There's nothing wrong with Diet Coke. It tastes better than normal Coke.
No, diet or regular Coke, because it's got the same gas in it.
Anna.
He's taking all the enjoyment out, Chillie, isn't he?
No.
That's why I'm a bah humbug guy. What can I say?
Enjoy all you want, but
I think Christmas should be in July, and I've said that for years.
Well, and
Why?
Jesus was born probably in July. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah.
But there's no way in HE double toothpicks that our Savior was born on December 25th, because they would never have called for the census that it would be talked about. That would not be the time of year that they would be doing that over in the Bethlehem area. I mean, there's just 100 reasons why July is probably a better chance that it happened,
Yeah.
So
actually, mine, there's perfectly, I know that I rarely do things that are logical, but there's logic to it. For the last 30 years, my income days, 90% of my income was in the summer months.
Right.
And then I would go through the entire fall with no income. So by the time I got to Christmas, I was friggin' broke.
Did you ever think about taking some of the summer bounty and, stashing it away in little jars around the farm?
Hell no. I was on a cruise. What do you think? I sat at home and waited for Christmas to come? No, as soon as I was done with my season, I took off.
That's so funny.
So anyway, I had the New Year's Eve weekend, New Year's Eve and New Year's Eve. I did a thing up at Liberty for the Winterfest, which was 16,000 kids in a big arena, and I did funnel cakes and lemonade, fresh squeezed lemonade by the gazillion gallons.
So let's do some percentages here. 16,000 kids, give or take. How many funnel cakes did you make through that period?
Well, in the 2 nights that we were there, I would probably do 4,000.
Funnel cake?
Yeah.
What's a funnel cake?
Fried dough with powdered sugar on it.
You mix up like a donut dough, only it's a little thinner, and you run it through. You have a pitcher that's got a funnel on the end, so it comes out about as big as your little finger, and you just keep swirling it around. So when it's all done, you end up with a thing about this big around, but it's all fried dough, and it's like a donut, only just all swirling in there.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's a different shaped donut then.
Well, it's yeah, sort of. It depends on how good you are with pouring it into the hot oil, the hot grease.
Now, what was your method? Did you go round and round and then back on it, or were you the hatch? Which way did you do it?
I started to the outside. Yeah, they have a ring.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I started to the outside, and then just kind of went in, and the way the stuff bubbles up is where you see you have to fill it in a little bit as you go.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but yeah, so I saw a lot of funnel cakes to those kids.
But still, that was only 25% of a funnel cake to each kid. Now we should have been selling at least 1 to 1. Because if I'd have been there, I'd have had 3 of them. So that means there was 2 kids that didn't get nothing.
Yeah, well, that's true.
So, what was holding you back? Did you just not have any more capacity? Could you not make any?
See, because we were indoors in an indoor arena, my trailer was outside. We had to cook in the trailer and then have runners to run it in to the booth to serve it.
Wow.
That takes away from the ambiance of smelling it as you're walking down the hall, too.
Yeah. But then the other thing is because you got 16,000 people in this damn arena, it's hot as hell in there with all the lights and stage lights and stuff. And they're dying of thirst. So we'd slam out, hundreds of gallons of fresh squeezed lemonade.
Okay.
Wow.
Both nights. So I'd walk away from those 2 nights with $25,000.
And that'd carry you to Easter, right?
Well,
that was his next cruise.
That would carry me to baseball season, and then I started doing baseball games.
Okay.
And then NASCAR races.
Okay.
And that would, bring me around to the fall again, and then I'd be, I'd take off on another damn cruise and get broke.
Jeez, sounds like what most travel agents are now, broke.
Yeah,
and skint.
I'm not saying I was ever very good at managing money. Obviously not.
But you see, my goal in the world is to be the worst money manager in the universe, because I want to. I would be a big success, because that means then that I don't have to futz with that. I don't want to be a good money manager. I want to be a good money generator.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't care if a little falls through the cracks.
I want to go off this earth with what I came with, nothing. And at the minute, if I went tomorrow, I'd be there. I've got to laugh or I'll cry.
Yeah, well,
it is tough sailing right now. I mean, seriously, we've been joking about it here, but give us a little bit. What's going on?
Oh, well, MSC today have just announced that the Magnifica is not doing her next few sailings due to Germany and France sort of closing down to UK people. Literally, it's unusual that we get a notice like that, but we got that today for one that was going tomorrow. So they were calling people today, and bear with me just one moment. Why isn't my laptop charging? Whoops.
Oh my God. He could run out of power and we'd lose him completely. This could be terrible.
Oh, no, I'm on my way back.
Okay.
Right, there we go. I'm back. Right. So they've cancelled the next 2-3 cruises. So 21st, 28th of December. I don't know about the first one in January. We're waiting on a full info coming out tomorrow, but they've called people. So yeah, that they've gone. So just because of this Omicron version, or as the media call it, if you take all the letters, it's moronic. It's just like, it's really bad. It's now affecting us again. It's like, where's this going to end? And and us travel agents who have thought, yep, we're having a little bit of a good smooth ride the last few months, and here we go again. It's where we're going to go. In the UK, we don't know what's going to happen about lockdown. There's talks of a lockdown again. Amsterdam went into lockdown, I think, yesterday, and it's Wales are already saying they're shutting nightclubs from the 27th of December. And it's just, I don't know. We're round again. It's round 3 now. We're going into second year, into the third year. It's like, How much more can the travel industry and other industries, hospitality, farming, I mean, how much more can it take?
Yeah.
So, but hey, I will say one thing: if you know a travel agent, you'd use a travel agent. Do one thing this Christmas: send them a little message and a review on their website, and just tell them that you appreciate everything they've done. And you know what? I think every agent out there would appreciate that little note to say we're still here and thinking of you. Here we go. Here's the dog. There we
There
go.
we
Say
go.
hello, Gio. That's
Woof.
Gio. That's Gio.
Woof.
He can't hear you. I've got my earphones in.
Oh.
But it was
Well,
good
I'm
to see you
woofing-
two barking.
I'm wolfing at Martin. That's awesome.
That's fantastic. But yeah, so I mean, but then the travel industry were resilient. We're still here. We're still dealing with things. So we'll wait and see what goes on. Things like Finland and Lapland for kids, and Spain's got certain rules. Cyprus have just introduced new rules, and the travel industry are just constantly trying to absorb it and get to grips with everything. It's like it's a minefield, but hey, we're here. We'll look after you. So make sure you've got that booking with an agent. Anyway, that's me. That's what we just said about travel agents. We're here. We'll look after people. Wish them a Merry Christmas and let them know you're thinking of them.
Well, that's nice to do. That's right. And I think we kind of forget about our people who provide these kind of services for us in general. I was just talking to the HVAC. Do you have you got, in Europe, HVAC, heating, air conditioning. What's the V stand for?
Ventilation.
Ventilation. Exactly. Wow. Heating, ventilation, and air conditioning.
Oh, it's like a little Christmas quiz.
Yeah. But, I mean, and we've had the same people for a generation. I mean, my dad used his dad now, and so, but yesterday, I just talked to him. I said, hey, I really appreciate, because I can't tell you how many times they've been out here to my place because one of the furnaces is not working and it's 20 below zero outside. And somebody got out of a nice warm bed and took their Christmas cap off and drove out in the country here to help us. And yeah, they get paid really good, but it's more than that. It's really more than that because I don't know. I just appreciate it when people come and make things comfortable for me. So just like a travel agent does. No, seriously.
What's got me a little worried, Martin, is that we're running probably 2 to 3 weeks behind you. But I say you in Europe with the Omicron and what's happening over there now, which that means that's going to hit me right when I start cruising again.
Oh no, Chillie, fingers crossed you get on that cruise, because by Jove, if anybody deserves it, you deserve it. I mean, John's just come back. I did a few through the summer. You need to get on one, because I can't wait for that moment when we go live and you're on that cruise. I think me and John, we'll have to have a bottle of champagne, won't we?
I have 2 of them here. I think the captain of the Epic sent me home with 2, so I have 2.
Oh.
Well, that's still coming up, so I'm a little bit concerned about that. So
you should be, and I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news here, but I wish I had a betting app that we could do, because it would be interesting to see, is Chillie going to get on his boat or is he not? And if he doesn't, of course, then we're going to ask for contributions, because he's going to, his mind is going to go cloudy on it. I'm sure it's going to be.
I'm going to go bonkers.
We're going to have to get him a funnel cake maker, but the funnel, instead of that, it's like a piece of yarn that comes out of the funnel cake. And so he can play in his little kitchen, and make.
All right. The Cruise Monkeys are in the audience today. Hey
guys.
Good to see you again. Conroe, Texas. That's Jack.
Well,
Jack's with us.
Jack.
Nikki's here. Emily's here. So I got a few people out there.
Nice.
Good to see the Cruise Monkeys.
It is, guys. Awesome. How's it going with you? And when have you last come off of the waving bottom floor? I wonder when they've got off ships lately.
Wasn't too long ago, I think.
No, it hadn't been a couple weeks. When did you guys get off your cruise last?
Yeah.
Let's see if they heard that and can answer it.
Got to bring him up down on a different platform here. But
Gavin and Luke.
He's stalking. He's stalking.
When were you guys on a cruise last? Tell me. We need to know.
We need
Yeah,
to know.
we do.
Here we go. Regal, the 7th of October. Oh, you're practically cruise virgins again.
Oh, yeah.
I think it reversed.
I was thinking you guys did one after Regal.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay.
Oh.
Long. Probably a bit like me. I'm thinking now to my next one, and I'm like, it's so far away. I mean, my last one was it? When did we go? At end of September. So I've got October, November, December, January, February, March. 6 months without a cruise. Then again, saying that, before that, it was about 12, 14 months without a cruise, wasn't it?
Yeah,
So
you got to step up way before we did as far as the first wave of the nastiness that hit. It was 2 years for me. So,
yeah, the next one is until June. Sky Princess in June. They booked that one with me, actually. So they're going to fjords, if memory serves me right. Off the top of my head.
If I'm not mistaken, I've got 15 booked now.
15.
Yeah.
Jeez, Chillie.
Yeah.
Martin,
So-
all I got in my head is I can be running numbers on this. He's got 15 cruises. That's 15 betting lines we could have going here.
Should we do $1? Should we do $1, a pound, a euro on which will go and which won't?
We'll work in any currency. Bitcoin. We're working in Bitcoin today, folks. Ethereum, anything. We'll take your bets. A dime to play, a dime to win, a winner each and every time. Step right up. Will the fat guy get on the ship?
Oh, it's not fat. It's rotund and festively plump.
It's fluffy.
Festively plump.
Fluffy.
Festive. He is anti-festive. He is.
Oh, by the way, I don't think Martin knows my real news for this week.
Oh,
Some of the
what have I
guys
missed?
that are in the audience know my real news for the week.
Oh.
Today, I have 2 issues physically. I've got the oxygen, which I'm not using, as you can see. I never use it when I'm on the air anymore. As long as I'm sitting still, I'm fine.
Good.
And I have the other issue that's down there.
Oh, okay.
I have had a catheter for a year this week.
Oh,
Same one.
wow.
Today is day 7 without a catheter.
Oh, bingo.
So far,
And now
so
you're
good.
finding it.
I'm not to the point where I can say, "Wow, it's done," but so far, so good.
Man, I hope
Which-
so.
That also means that I will be able to. Let's assume that John's going to lose all of his bets, and the fat man is going to get on a cruise on January 24th, like he's supposed to. I'll be able to get in a hot tub too, which I wouldn't have been able to get in a hot tub when that was around, because that would have been pretty disgusting to anybody else.
I was going to say, but you could always get in a hot tub. It's sort of like skydiving. You only need a parachute if you're going to do it twice. Well, you only need a clean hot tub if you're going to do it the second time. So
Yeah, well, yeah, but just the thought. I mean, would you imagine if you were sitting in a hot tub and this big fat guy walks in that's got a tube running out of him to a bag of pee, and he crawls down in the hot tub with you? I mean, that's just, let's face it, folks, wouldn't be very kosher.
it would almost be worth doing it just to get the surprise and the shock of the people. That would be one of those great videos, where people like surprise people and stuff. And
Yeah, no, and then get thrown off the ship for, no.
Yeah, but it would be good to see their faces. It'd be like, what do we do? Do we stay or do we go? Because it's going to be really rude that we get out, but then it's going to be really rude if we stay.
And then when you get in and you sit down, you should talk about how sensitive you are and how mean people have been to you. And if you just wish it would be somebody on the ship that would be kind.
Swing the bag around.
Oh,
Have a cocktail.
That's funny.
Oh yeah, no. So anyway, this is good news for me so far.
it's good.
And it's
You're on the mend, Chillie. That's the main thing. You're on the mend.
Well, they told me that in all likelihood that this would be permanent the rest of my life. So I'm way against the odds
It's so
on
great.
on that part of things.
So
So
great.
yeah, absolutely. So that's the good news.
Yeah.
So I am definitely looking forward to getting back on the boats again.
I can't wait to get on a ship. John, you must be having cruise withdrawal symptoms. Was it 10 days, 2 weeks you've been back now?
I got off the boat on December 5th.
Yeah.
Today is the night. It's 15. Yeah, tomorrow, today, 2 weeks today. I can't
2
even
weeks.
calculate it. Yeah, 2 weeks today.
Have you got cruise withdrawal symptoms?
Actually, I have planning of cruise withdrawal. Yes. Yeah, the planning, it's like I don't have 15 cruises. I got one cruise on the books right now. That's the 9-day where the Epic does its transatlantic next year. It's only 9 days because it's from Lisbon to New York with only, I think 2 stops. And I'm only, I'm on that one because the Epic is my ship. I mean, it's registered to me. I don't know if you know that, but I have papers.
Uh-huh.
And it's required that I'm in a studio cabin at the moment, but I always seem to start out in a studio cabin, and then I ended up in a suite, on this crossing, and it was a great experience. And I highly recommend that, Martin. I don't know if you, with your regular customer base or whatever, but the upgrade to this is suite. Had I had a partner, a person with me, a friend, a spouse, a friend, boy, that would have been a significant, more comfortable 2-week journey, by having those extra. You wouldn't think 5 feet extra in a cabin would make that much difference. It was incredibly different and worth the money. I just don't know how to encourage people to spend the little bit of extra money and get yourself in a bigger cabin.
Yeah, we've got a few people on. Talking of few people on that cruise, Alison's joined. So I've got Alison and her friends. They're all on that transatlantic with you, John.
Next year. Wonderful.
Yeah, next year. So yeah, I think they're going to do a few days in New York at the end as well. And
but do make sure, would someone get a hold of Norwegian and please ask them to hire a cruise director next year? Maybe that would help.
Did they not have a cruise director then?
On this crossing, the cruise director didn't even do the 10 o'clock news update. Somebody else did it for him. Never saw him. He was not exciting. Now, this may not be his fault. I'm not telling you that he was a bad cruise director, but I'm telling you is, there just wasn't anything going on. I mean, they didn't have the bartender in the solo area for people to start off the partying at 5 o'clock every night. They didn't go and have 30 solos go sit together in the front row of the shows. They didn't have them go eat dinner together. I was telling Chillie here before the show came on live, there was one moment when I was in one of the main dining rooms and I looked around and there was 8 tables right by me, and every one of the tables had one person at them.
Wow.
Including me. And it was like I just wanted to stand up and say, just come over here. The hell with this.
Yeah.
Just come over and eat with me. And I promise if you're worried about anything, it shouldn't be the virus that you're worried about catching from me. I'm sure that in my 70 years of traveling the world, I've picked up other things that are hiding in my system that, but it was just so aggravating that, but that was the moment that got me, was when I looked around and I counted right here, right by me. There was 8 of us, single people sitting at single tables all by ourselves.
Is that because maybe some people may not have selected to sit with? No, it's freestyle, isn't it? That's
They said they would not seat you with other people.
So what happened if you met somebody in a bar?
Then you showed up. Then you showed up and you were a group and you did that.
Ah, okay.
But it was none of this, because they're just so afraid that they're going to put Joe next to Bobby, and then Bobby comes down with the big V, and they were responsible for putting Joe next to them. Wow. So they canceled all of that kind of stuff on this cruise. Now I'm hoping that in a year we're going to learn more things and we're going to do things different and everything. But the worst thing about it was psychologically, and I talked to a psychologist about this to really confirm it. All the crew were in black masks, first of all. Mistake number 1. that might look cool when you're doing a Draknar or whatever that commercial is for that men's deodorant or stuff. But it felt like a freaking funeral because every crew member from the captain on down to every level, they should have been in holiday, festive. They should have had smiles painted on the front of them and stuff. I mean, because
or at least red or green. At least red or green masks.
Anything. But everybody, all the crew were in black. All the people were in masks. And you never saw anybody smile. I went for 2 weeks without anybody smiling at me or me being able to give off my aura of happiness and smiles and fun. And that was, to me, that's what's got to change. And if there's any crew, if there's any ships listening, any BDMs, anything, first of all, put a fake smile on those masks, get them printed that way. Because psychologically, at least you get a psychological lift from it that somebody smiled at you. But we were all hidden. Everybody was hidden behind their mask. And you just, and that for 2 weeks, a 3-day, 4-day, like Chillie's going to go out here now on his 3-hour cruises kind of thing. And I think it's going to be better. But we were 15 days with everybody like this.
Wow.
And that was...
I was going to say, over here, I don't know if you can get them in America, but you can actually get ones printed of your face. Yeah. So when you put it on, it's your face, and I'm so tempted to get one.
You should get that, but yes, and then with a smile too. I mean, just if every crew had a fake smile on their black mask, it would have been better. Because psychologically we would have been receiving. Allison, that's going to be so cool that you're all on together. We're gonna at least I'll have somebody to sit with for dinner now. So. Yeah. If you'll sit with me, that is. She may not sit with me. She may not want to.
Maybe by the time I finish telling Ellis and all the kind of crap about you, she'll say, "Oh, now put him by himself.
Put him outdoors."
I'll eat in my cabin. I'll just eat in my balcony. Anyway, so great experience in that respect. What a learning experience. Jack says he's going for a club balcony. Wow. But so who's got a club balcony? That's not Norwegian then, is it? Norwegian is not, doesn't call them club balconies. So
they do have a club. Don't they have a club? There's a balcony, then a club balcony after the families, I think. If I'm thinking off the top of my head now, because there's so many great cabins in that many ships that are.
Sure. But I mean, like they called mine a mini suite, and it should have instead been called a bonus balcony because it was not in any way suite like, it was balcony like. Yeah, where are the stops between? I don't know that, but let me tag out here for just a moment. I'm going to find that while the other guys are chatting here. So,
is it Lisbon, Azores, or New York?
No, Pearl is the one that Jack's on.
Yeah, the Pearl. Okay, yeah. I'm logging in here. Let me see where. Yes, it's me. You know it's me. Who else would sign in on this computer?
I want to say it stops at
Azores. I'm sure we always stop Azores.
At the Azores. Ponte Delgado.
You know why? They need fuel. They need to pick the fuel up.
Maybe.
Okay, now something's totally wrong. Well, I guess not. It's 353 days to go because the cruise doesn't start till December 7th. It's really weird. It doesn't even start till into this. Usually I'm home. I've been home before Thanksgiving. But it doesn't even start till December 7th. So it's 353 days to go. I don't know how I'm going to stand it. We are going to, here we go. Lisbon at sea, Ponte Delgado, the Azores. 4 days at sea, and then we end up in Bermuda. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It goes to Bermuda. I forgot that.
Then a day at sea, nice. And then up to New York. So there's just there's 2 stops, Azores and Bermuda, and otherwise it's the whole time out there. And in the Azores, they're there from 9 till 3 o'clock, and in the Bermuda they're there from 9 till 3:30. They want you on board 2 hours early. That means you're going to get 4 hours and 4.5 hours off the ship in the entire cruise.
So you're not doing that cruise for the destinations, are you?
No. But I don't anyway. I mean, I've been to these places, but but for the people, so it's really going to be an onboard thing again. So
I think it should be Amigo John will be the host, the singles host on board on that one. You'll keep everybody entertained.
I mean, we got to do things that are going to bring us fun, even if we're 6 feet apart. And I should have called a meeting in one of the dining rooms, not in the eating time, and just got together and just had a solo. They had what they called a solo meet and greet, but I kind of went down and walked by, and it was nothing. It was dead. It was the 12 people that knew each other from what's that website? Chinese takeaway. Well, thank you for sharing. Have a fabulous Christmas, you guys.
Yeah, man. Enjoy, guys.
Yeah. Nice
Enjoy
picture.
your dinner and Merry Christmas, guys. Thanks for stopping in.
Very accurate. Did you see that hand-drawn thing?
Fun.
Very accurate photos of them.
So
mad. So what have you guys got planned for the holiday? Well, you call it the holidays, don't you? We call it Christmas. You just have Thanksgiving a little while ago. So what have you got planned now? Or what's your plans for Christmas?
Nada.
Nothing. Do you not celebrate Christmas, Chillie?
Well, yeah, sort of, but not a whole lot. We're old.
Age is but a number.
We just don't. Yeah, we'll do a little something. We'll probably have a nice dinner, and
because the buffet is closed. He can't sneak out to the buffet like he did on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, actually, we rather enjoyed that. I will do that again on another Thanksgiving rather than going through all that. I mean, I love Thanksgiving dinner as much as anybody, but I was actually that was a pretty sound decision. We've been sex bombed again, folks. Do not click on Penelope Barnett. That's a link right to a sex room.
Penelope, shame on you.
Block user. Bloop,
it's probably it won't even be Penelope. Be somebody sat in their little shed somewhere in one of those countries abroad, trying to make money and scamming people.
I made the mistake one time of clicking on that kind of link to see who the hell this person was, and I found out the hard way. And then to get out of it, holy crap!
Do you remember years ago when if you clicked on what was that?
Whoa!
Was that what happened coming through your house?
That was.
Oh,
that was. Anyway,
I don't know. Voices.
Yeah, I know. There's. I think something fell or.
Did you hear a voice then, John?
Yeah. Yeah, you heard it. I heard it too. So.
But there's nobody there.
Well, no, they're here. That was my brother-in-law, but my niece is with him now. I can hear them back in there too. So.
I thought we had a ghost then. I thought
whatever it was,
paranormal.
It wasn't a major thing. So
I thought it was paranormal activity.
It just sounded bad. So, and Jack says goodbye, Penelope Barnett. Whatever. Yeah, I agree. That was. Anyway, so that was a link right to a sex room. So
now I experienced a few years ago a Thanksgiving dinner, which I've never experienced before, with a friend. He's Canadian, and we had pumpkin pie.
Yeah,
and it was absolutely delicious because he made it all himself and everything. Now there's a reason why I'm telling you this, because I cleared the cupboards out the other day. Bear in mind this was about 10 years ago. And there's a tin of pumpkin, in the back of the cupboard.
Still good.
So
lasts forever.
Oh, geez. Yeah. Lose weight straight after. Sell it as a new diet pill. But no, we had a Thanksgiving dinner. It was absolutely amazing. Really enjoyed it. So, But then a few weeks later, we had Christmas dinner, which is pretty much the same thing, apart from the pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
Completely different. Completely a different orientation. The wine is different. No, they're completely unique and different events.
It's the same wine. It's the same wine. It doesn't matter where the wine comes from.
I'm telling you, he's smoking that damn tea, Martin. He
It
is.
must be.
The wine came from the other side of the aisle on the liquor store. It's completely different.
No, you see, ours comes from a different box behind a couch.
Now,
so, you know.
Behind the couch.
Does your wine have a cork or a screw top?
It's got a valve. He's got a valve.
Now, you see, we were having this debate the other day. What's the difference between a good and a bad wine? It's a cork.
It's not.
If a cheap wine has got a screw top on it, it's wrong.
Some of
Wine
the finest wines now are coming out with a screw top on them.
It's no, I like to. This I just nearly said it. I like to have a really good screw, put a proper screw into the bottle, and you know you hear that as it pulls out, and you're like, "Oh, that's a good year," you know. And then you see
Can you do that again? You hear the what? Can you do that again?
It does sound like it, doesn't it? It sounds
that's not a bad adaptation there at all.
It's many years of hearing it. That's what it is. But yeah, and then you pour it, and then you swill it round, and if it's a good year, it'll come down the glass. And the longer it takes to come down the glass, the legs, that means it's a good quality wine. And yeah, instead of, I've got a cheap one here. It's a little finishing off a bottle of rosé. But I've got a case of wine for Christmas. The hubby's got a case of wine. I ordered a case of gin, not just for Christmas, just because they had some vouchers.
That's got to last through the new year. That's got to last at least through the 3rd of January. So
it may do. But this is ginger. It's gin with ginger, which is going to be quite nice. Because when we were on Anthem, we had some cocktails with it's got a hint of ginger to it, and I'm like, that should be quite nice. But I bought my turkey today because I woke up this morning, I was watching the news, and they're going on about potential lockdown. The health is saying we should lock down now. And I thought, I'm not queuing for food for Christmas. So I thought, I'm getting my turkey. So the turkey's in the fridge. Most of the food's done. We'll get the veg towards the end of the week. I've got a Christmas pudding. Sat there. And I think we're done, really.
Jack is a Pinot Noir guy. That's good.
With a cork. See, with a cork. It's got
but wait a minute now. Let's back up here. I was not in on the earlier discussion. Bye, Emily. I was not in on the earlier discussion, but I'm telling you what, a cork or a cap means one of two things. If you have a cork, that wine is changing in the bottle. It is going to change because of the subtle air pressure changes as we get high pressure and low pressure. That's going to move oxygen in and out of the bottle, and that's why wines age over time. And there will be a wine that will reach a certain peak in about 7 to 11 years, depending on which kind of wine you might like. If a wine's got a cap on it, whatever went in the bottle is exactly what you're going to get for the next quite a few years. It's not going to change at all. And there are some fine, expensive wines now coming out of California that are coming with a cap because they are not selling you a wine that you put in your basement for 5 or 6 or 8 or 10 years to get to that peak of development and then maybe lose it after a while. I like older wines, by the way. I like wines that are like on a diving board and just ready to jump off the peak. But these guys have now done that for you, and they have put it in the bottle and they have a cap on it because it's exactly where they think it's exactly the right moment to drink it. And that will stay because there's no cork. It's not exchanging and changing with humidity and things. It's exactly the way the vintner wants it in the bottle.
So you wouldn't want a vintage September 2021 wine?
Good God. No, I would want that. No. And I know you're making a little bit of a joke, but to me, in the dark red Cabernets that I used to be a connoisseur of, that wine would be really coming into its own in about 2030, assuming it was in my cellar and it was at a pretty level temperature of below what people normally live at, a little cooler than but a wine cellar is not 40 or 45 degrees. It's just a little cooler than where we normally live. And I happen to have a cellar that can hold wine at that temperature. And then I like it to be, like I said, it's going to go up for as many as 7 to 11 years. and it's going to have a year or two where she's right at the top, and then like a guy on a diving board, down she goes. And I like it right at that moment. I like it at the other end.
The best point.
And but yes, and that's and so when you see some more expensive wine instead of the jug wine or the cheap bottle wine, it's got a cap on it. Please don't think badly of that. That vintner has said, I have made some decisions here for you that you don't now have to make.
So see, now in the Cruise Amigos, we don't just talk about cruises, we talk about wines. We've got our own connoisseur, John, who's telling you not to have those wines that have the caps. I mean, in the supermarkets, most of them are capped now, but they're not the best wines. The winemakers are not getting the money they should get from it. Most of it's label and bottle.
Of course,
of course. Well, I joined a club, and it's like where basically you save £20 a month, and you can spend it whenever you want. But they'll send you like 6 or 12 bottles, and and it's all from independent winemakers. It's been brilliant. I've used them for the last 2 years. I think they're great. It's like my little Christmas box, and it sits there. We get a couple of first week of December. It sits there, and then we have it like over Christmas and New Year. So it's really, really good to do. So, but it's got to be done. Got to have a glass of wine at Christmas. Port.
I have 2 questions for you. One's from Jack. Does anybody still have goose?
It's pretty traditional around here, Jack, to have goose at Christmas, along with the turkey, though. There's always a turkey, but a goose or a duck, especially if people are hunters, boy, that's when the fall bounty comes out. And my cousin's place always used to have a big goose up there.
And despite all my health issues this past year, I finally shot my first turkey.
Wow.
No kidding.
I couldn't.
Scared the crap out of the people at the frozen food section of Kroger's.
Now, you see, over here in the UK, it used to be, go out and get the biggest goose you can find for everybody, and most people, a lot of people have turkey. There was a goose in one of the supermarkets today, and I was a bit torn because me and the hubby had a big debate about it's like turkey every year. Why can't we have something different? But I think I may do a goose for New Year. I quite fancy something different. I don't want pork or beef again. I think let's do something totally different and see how that goes. I mean, I do make a mean turkey though, at Christmas.
How big's your turkey?
Well, when it was out and about, it was probably about this big. No,
how many pounds?
Pounds. It's about 4 or 5 kilos. Feeds
so
about
12
8,
pounds.
Oh yeah, that's right. Your kilos.
5 kilos is 12 pounds.
Yeah, so it's quite a big one. I like to get a big one because
no, that's a little one to us.
Yeah, but I mean, everything in America is big.
You can get
everything in America is bigger.
But you can get a 10-kilo turkey over here.
Yeah. Now, I'll tell you, I mean, I don't know whether I've told you this before. May have said were we doing this last Christmas? I can't remember. But when I was very, very young, in my younger days, I worked on a farm where they prepared the turkeys for Christmas, shall we say. And there were some nights when we worked and they used to bring in the big turkeys to the big corporate events. Oh, geez. And then if somebody knocked the catches and they all got out and we had to chase around and catch the bloody things again. And I'm like, go, just run free. So it's like, go, and off they went.
There's an organization in America that wants you. It's called PETA, PETA. You just send them your money. They'll take good care of it. They'll protect all the turkeys.
Oh, bless them. But yeah, no, it's a nice big turkey for us. I mean, it's only me and the husband.
Oh yeah, so
It'll last us probably till the 30th, 31st. On Boxing Day you have turkey sandwiches. On Wednesday you have turkey surprise. What's a surprise? It's more turkey.
To me, that's the best part of the meal.
Absolutely.
I could eat turkey sandwiches for at least a week after we do
easy
the meal.
Now, on a turkey sandwich, what do you have? Do you have cranberry, or do you have pickle or piccalilli?
All three. I put a little mayonnaise on it. If I've got the jelly cranberry sauce, I'll use that, and I'm happy.
I'll tell you what my favorite is on a turkey sandwich. Every year I make a sausage meat stuffing. So it's sausage meat, cranberries, walnuts.
I would like
It's
that.
all wrapped in bacon and cooked in foil.
Oh, good
And then
God, yes.
the day, John, I'll send you one. But the next day
I think I'm hyperventilating.
But that with the stuffing on the top, because you literally cut it into slices like that. You know, it's like a burger when you cut it. Put that on the top, and then a bit of pickle or a bit of cranberry sauce cut into it. Big thick custardy bed. Yeah.
Jay-Z, what ship will you be on? Where will you be? But yeah, man, Martin, that sounds. I was going to say you should come over. I would invite you and Chillie and Stan and come to a Thanksgiving dinner. But I think you got it well in hand here. I think you're.
I'll send you some pictures of our Christmas dinner because it's quite funny. You know, we have these things each year where we've had Christmas jumpers or Christmas T-shirts, or so this year we've decided we're going all posh. So it's full Dickie. Well, I'm going full Dickie Bow for dinner, and like dinner suit and everything. What he's going to wear, I don't know. So it'll be interesting to see Christmas Day.
Hey, wonderful.
You got to enjoy it, haven't you? So.
Oh yeah.
It'll be a day walk the dog, open the presents while the dinner's cooking. Bye, Jack. So, but Goose for New Year anyway. But we went off on a tangent then about turkey and goose, didn't we? Amazing.
I do want to throw in here that on the Epic right now in Le Bistro is the fancy French restaurant. That's the extra charge on the Epic. And they have a duck dish that is just unbelievable. It's duck breast with all the trimmings and things. And it is some of the finest duck that I've had in the world. It is just really a beautiful, it's 2 big duck medallions and then all of the other things that went along with it. And boy, they get big kudos for that. It was some of the finer eating that I've done in Le Bistro. So
duck is good. I do like duck, especially crispy duck, shredded and pancakes. Oh, geez,
also wonderful.
I'm salivating now. I'm feeling hungry.
I hate to say this. I've never eaten duck before.
What?
Yeah.
Never. I've never tasted it.
Well, you've tasted a goose, right?
No.
You've not tasted goose?
No.
Right, Chillie, you need to get out and go and have crispy duck.
Lots of turkey.
No. A duck and a goose, anything in the Canard area it's not like the joke about, well, it tastes like chicken. I mean, it does not. It's a
I
don't know how to describe it. The meat on a duck cuts like beef. It looks red and it cuts like have you had ostrich? Emu?
I've had ostrich egg.
I've had ostrich burger.
Ostrich burger. No.
Okay.
I had a buffalo burger once. Does that count?
With the buffalo, or was he? No. Okay. All right.
No. I've never.
Okay, you're invited here.
And it's
I'm going to
probably it's 90% of it's up here.
Oh no! It's not. Is there did you get bit by a?
No. That's black-eyed peas.
No, that's black-eyed. But I'm saying, what's holding you away from the duck family?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I don't know. Just because I like the way they quack. I don't know.
Go to a Chinese restaurant. They do crispy duck and pancakes.
I have a little rubber ducky that I sing with every day. Rubber ducky, you're the one.
What's the next line? What's the next line?
You make bath time so much fun. Rubber ducky, I'm awfully fond of you.
Wow.
Geez. I've got a whole stack of ducks everywhere we go. I've actually got a Van Gogh. Actually, let me get it. Here we go.
Only Martin could come up with a duck.
But seriously, Chillie, you have it. Yeah, look at that one.
It's a Van Gogh duck. Got the beard and everything.
Oh God! Next time, wait. I'm going to bring some of my ducks out. Then, if we're doing this, this is great. I got a My Little Pony duck even.
Oh, hang on. How does that work? A My Little Pony duck?
Same colors, duck shaped. You know.
Oh jeez. Oh geez. If we can do this for an hour and end up on My Little Pony duck from where we started an hour ago.
And I didn't even get to Elf on I didn't even get to Elf on a Shelf yet. So we've done our hour here, Chillie. I can't believe it.
Yep, we certainly have. and the timer went off, and Jay-Z took off for everybody. Jay-Z joined us earlier today as well. So it's good to have some new people coming in always. So yeah, guys, I hate to say this, but yeah, we're done. This is it. By the way, folks, we're not going to do a show next week. We're taking one Sunday off, just to have a little holiday. So no show next Sunday from the Cruise Amigos, and we'll come back again in January and start things up, getting me ready to go cruise.
If that's the 1st of January, I'm going to apologize now because we have a big family dinner, and I generally am in no state to come on a show. Well, I could come on a show, but I probably wouldn't be very coherent because we have drinking games and things.
Is that the once of? Is it going to be the once of?
January?
Yeah.
Is it going to be what? Sorry, John. Say that again.
Sunday's going to be the twice of January.
Is it 2nd of January?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'll be okay then. I might be sober by then.
Should be.
Yeah, Sunday's the 2nd.
Oh, okay, mate. I was getting my day. See, I've had a drink of wine tonight, and God help me after we had a few more.
Yeah, I didn't think it was the once. It's the twice.
The once, the twice.
All right, guys.
Merry Christmas,
that's going to wrap us up. Everybody, Merry Christmas from the Cruise Amigos. We'll see everybody on January the 2nd. You guys have a fabulous holiday, and we'll talk to everybody real soon. Thanks for being with us. Martin, thank you. John, thank you. We'll see everybody next year.
Happy holidays. Bye.